Before we get started on today's video, I am still raising money for NAMI, aka the National Alliance on Mental Illness. I have raised $354 out of 1,000. We are fundraising all throughout the month of December. If you can donate, the link is in the description. I appreciate every little bit donated, and if you've donated to me earlier in the month, thank you so much for doing so. And if you haven't yet, please do. It's so important to me, and the link is in the description, as I said before. And yeah, all right, on with the video. This lighting is bad. Will this be better? Marginally. All right, hold on. Gotta move some stuff around on my desk. Oh no. Olivia, why don't you just set up your actual camera and your ring light? I don't feel like it. Oh. Well, I guess this is where we are. Take two, is that better? I don't know. Hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. It's been a week, so we're gonna do another vlog, but it's gonna be a nighttime vlog. I went to the bookstore today, which, if you saw my last video, you know, is a dangerous pastime. Well, I went in there for 3 books and I walked out of there with 3 books, but not the 3 books I had intended on buying. So, well, I got 1 out of 3 books that I was intending on buying. So one of them was gonna be a present for someone. The second one was supposed to be The History of the World in 6 Glasses, which is, someone wrote a book on basically world history, but it's through the liquids that we consume the most, besides water. So it's beer, wine, spirits, coffee, and tea, and like talks about trade and globalization and all of that stuff through the things that we drink, and I'm super interested in that. And then the last book that I did end up purchasing that I wanted to pick up while I was there was The Midnight Library by Haig. Trigger warning, I'm about to talk about something serious. So the concept of this book is that someone commits suicide and they end up in limbo, and each book is what could have happened had they stayed alive and the different choices they could make, and showing them the life that they could have had. So It's Gonna Break Me is basically what I heard. Let me just get these stickers off the back. I had heard Carrie Hope Fletcher talk about this in January, and I wasn't on like my full reading kick in January yet, and it keeps popping up. So I'm like, you know what? I'll pick it up. And then I was wandering around the store trying to find the 2 other books that I was looking for. And instead I found this book called Ghosts by Dolly, Alderton. And this one is just basically, it's a rom-com. So, you know, I like rom-coms. I really do. And this cover, first of all, I love the pink. The millennial pink is like one of my favorite colors still to this day. I don't care if it's outdated because I'm outdated. Second of all, this book, I lost my train of thought. Completely gone. It's a rom-com. I like the cover. I think that was the only actual thought, and I tried to make it more interesting than it actually was. But that's why I picked this up. The book internet. If you're not on that side of the internet, get there, or you're there basically. This is this video and my channel is your gateway to the book internet, okay? Like, you're gonna transition from the Disney side, the Disney adult side of the internet, and you're gonna come here and you're gonna be like, oh, there's other sides of the internet, and we're gonna be on the book side. So this is the Book Talk's biggest obsession besides the Court of Thorns and Roses, which is the other one I like. But this is From Blood and Ash. It's a very similar idea. Captivating and action-packed, From Blood and Ash is a sexy, addictive, and unexpected fantasy perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Laura, ooh, I don't know how to say that last name, Thalassa. Thalassa? I think this one's vampires and not fairies. Or is it fairies? I don't know, but we're gonna like that. I'm probably gonna like this one. I know a lot of people that I'm mutuals with on TikTok really like this one. So that's where I am now. I just posted yesterday's video, which was another bookish video. I just really like to read. I'd rather read than do anything else besides make and edit videos. But yeah, I still have to work because I did not work today. Actually, let me check in on that real quick, and then I'll decide how I'm gonna move forward with the night. There's only 8 things for me to do, so I will be doing that at 9 p.m. It is currently 6:30. I need to refilm my cookie video, which is why you're getting this video, because I was in such a bad mood and it just showed, and it wasn't, and while I'm okay with being honest and like, sometimes you're not always super up and happy, I was not okay. Was just not okay. And it's not even entertaining to watch someone be that not okay. It's all fine, I'm fine. I was just upset about something because I was very excited to go to a comedy show that I spent a lot of money on, like flight, ticket. I was also gonna go see my sister. And life got in the, ooh, my voice cracked. And life got in the way. For anyone wondering, I was gonna go see Ben Brainerd. Yes, that one, the Florida man. I was so excited to go see him at his hometown show, and that didn't work out for me. I was very sad. Still am sad. I would really like to see his stand-up, but that just makes me all the more determined to drag other people with me to go see his stand-up at another point in time. Let me go do something entertaining, shall we? Let's go. Sometimes I overshoot. Is that too tall for my small ass body? Oh, this is not good. My overhead light's on. What's happening? Are you okay? No? I ate too much buffalo tots and now my stomach hurts. But not in a it was too spicy kind of way, in a I'm definitely gonna give myself heartburn kind of way. I'm gonna turn off that overhead light, I think. Is that better? No, definitely not. Do I care? Definitely not. This is a Pop-Tart and the light is bouncing off of that shiny packaging. And I keep thinking it's my phone. My phone is across the room. I said I was gonna do something exciting. Turns out the most exciting thing I did was make loaded buffalo tots and eat too many of them. Anyway, so I was looking at my list of prompts given to me by you guys, and I saw one that my mom gave me, which was family. And I'm going to talk about, it's not gonna be as mushy as you think it is for family. I'm very lucky that I get along with my family. I know a lot of people don't, which is fine. You don't have to get along with your family. The full saying goes, I believe, blood is thicker than the water of the womb, which refers to a blood pact made by 2 people, meaning friendship is stronger than family. That's basically the angle I'm gonna approach this. My brain is mush right now. So let's see if I can coherently talk about family while trying to raise money for a good cause. Okay, let's talk about, let's get specific, right? Family around the holidays. That's it, that's the tweet. I'll speak from my own experience. I like my family, genuinely I do. I like majority of my cousins, but I can definitely say that I dread the aunt and uncle asking you, so what are you doing with your life? And you're like, it's a panini, guys. We're in a pandemic, guys. Like, I'm struggling here. So I'm like, oh, well, I applied to grad school, and everyone's like, oh, shouldn't you have done that right after you graduated college? And I'm like, I'm only applying to grad school because while I'm qualified for all of the jobs that I've applied to, they all require me to have that master's degree. That's why I did it. Anyway, you know, you find yourself comparing yourself to your other cousins, i.e. one of my younger cousins just bought a house. She's 23 and I'm like, I live with my parents still, and I'm like, I'm doing my best, my guy. So that's the part of family that like I really dread, and I know it's like, oh God, your family's interested in what you do, somewhat. Half of it I think is like, I don't know how to talk to this person and relate to Olivia. She's kind of an oddball. And the other half is they love me and they do want to know what I'm doing and not pass judgment. All of the judgment that I'm feeling is coming internally, which is not the topic for today. We're talking about family. That part can be difficult, especially if it is coming from your own brain, being like, they think you're a loser, they think you're lame, they're not proud of you, everything that, you know, you've done is a sham compared to all of your other cousins. Spiral, 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 spiral. It's not easy, man. But also, I think it also feels harder because family knows every aspect of you. And your friends can know that too, definitely. I am not sitting, oh my God, I'm so bloated, should not have eaten that many tots. I think that it feels so much more exacerbated when talking to families is because you do care about them and you do like them and you do want their approval on some level, whether you actively seek it or not. You're like, you want your family to be proud of you. And so that's why, at least for me, like when I have to see family and they're like, what do you do? And I'm just like, my best, and my best looks like crap. That's where that comes from. And that's my own personal struggle. And like I said, I'm sure all of it is, or most of it at least, is coming from my head, because the person that I'm thinking about the most texts me all the time, and you know, they say happy birthday to me and more than any other family member does. So I think that's why. I think it's because that person cares that I care how I come off when I talk to them, or like I've got no interesting updates to share. And it's not even like I sit around and I do nothing. I'm pretty busy most of the time, given most of it is centered around my lovely workstation here. But yeah, I do a lot of things. Like I work most days, obviously, and then I still have time to read 38 books in a year, and I've still managed to make YouTube videos consistently for a year. I should be proud of that. And whatever you're working on, maybe it doesn't look like a lot, but you should be proud of yourself. Whatever you're doing, you're working on at your own pace. Don't let your family's expectations spoil your good time. I know that it came off as me being silly, but genuinely. But the other thing about holidays and family is that you spend a lot of time with them and they push your buttons. Like if your family doesn't know the exact way to push your buttons, they're not doing their job. Most of the time we'll just be in a conversation and you'll be talking and it's like, here are my buttons, and everyone's like, ah, I shall push them. That is the rough part of it, I guess. It's like, they know the exact way to get on They know the exact way. I don't know what accent that is. I think it's Canadian. It's taken me a long time to get the sentence out. They know the exact way to push your buttons. They're gonna get on your nerves. I think that being able to communicate, like, yeah, there's a level of like, we're just messing around and I'm pushing your buttons. And then oftentimes it can cross a line into, you're pushing my buttons, you know this annoys me, please stop. Like, you should be firm in your boundaries, and your family should friggin' respect your boundaries. Like, if you say, this bothers me, don't talk like that, i.e., don't make comments on my weight, don't comment on my hair color, it changes all the time, you know? Like, I just happen to dress differently than you. Please don't talk about politics at the dinner table. Like, you know, all of X, Y, and Z. People should respect those boundaries. And I think that's my main point. I don't think I can expand on that anymore, other than it's okay to have boundaries around family. Like, your family is the closest to you, but it's very important to have boundaries, and it's super healthy to have boundaries. And it's okay to say, no, you cannot cross this line. This is the line, and if you continue to cross the line, I'm out. I'm going somewhere else. Completely healthy and normal. I can't speak to those families where it's like extremely toxic, and in which case I would say, if you've tried everything you can to work things out and make things better, and have tried to communicate and it's not reciprocated, it's okay to go have a friend family holiday party. I think that's completely acceptable too. Which brings me on to my next point, actually. Fish are friends, not food, which means your friends are your family. One of my favorite tropes in stories, yes, we're bringing it full circle to books. One of my favorite tropes in books is the found family. And it's not necessarily born out of a toxic family, but finding people and friends that you feel are family is something that is just so incomparable to anything else. Like, I think that that's more important than any romantic relationship, given it could be born out of that feeling. But I think finding friends that feel like siblings or cousins, or even your mom friend that always has snacks in her bag because she cares about you, yeah, found family is super important. And I wish that people talked more about that, and I think that millennials and Gen Z have really pushed the narrative. I think they've normalized the found family, the friend group being the family. It's in a lot of TV shows, in my personal favorite. It's in Friends, it's in like Sex and the City is like that, and so many. Parks and Rec, The Office. Any good sitcom has a found family trope to it. And having a found family or friends as family group is not just it shouldn't just be relegated to an entertaining TV show. It's like the most magical relationships ever. They're so fun. Having close friends is just the best. And hang on to those people and stay in contact with them. Don't let that slip. Even as you guys like spread out and start your own like mini families if you're into doing that. Those are my thoughts on family. Again, I'm super lucky that I am in the boat of I get along with my family, you know, for the most part. I enjoy seeing my family, and if for whatever reason you don't get along with your family, one, I'm sorry, that sucks, but I hope that you have a good support system around you around the holidays to lessen that blow. And I think you should probably go get dinner with them and go hang out and watch a Christmas movie, and you guys can exchange presents and you guys can, you know, do Christmas dinner together. And I hope that you guys, and then I hope that you have that. So yeah, family's a tough one. Family is a tough one, but I also don't think that it always has to look like the American nuclear family. I think sometimes it looks like a group of 6 friends, or you know, 2 roommates and your weird dumpster cat that you found. Like, that's a family to me. I don't live by tradition. I appreciate tradition, but I don't know, basically don't let the tradition, you don't have to follow the exact definition of what a traditional or a nuclear family looks like to have a family. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I'll ramble and repeat myself and it'll get weirder than it already has if I keep going. So that's it for Vlogmas Day 7. Has it been a week? Is it day 7? Hold on, we gotta look this up on my YouTube channel. Why did I have that accent? Yes, this has been day 7. Oh look, just in time, my camera's overheating. Thank you for watching Vlogmas Day 7. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!